Hello there, welcome to Titanfall. Now, what I'm going to be doing here is playing a Lagoon with the R97, and I've played a decent amount of Titanfall already, so I do have quite a lot of experience from Gen 1, and I'm going to share some of the, well, insight, so to speak, that I have learned. Number one is basically be really careful, or careful slash mobile. The game gives you basically a jetpack, it gives you wall run, it gives you almost 100% free movement. So use that to your advantage. Don't stand still in the same spot forever, because that will get you killed. Let's just be honest. Thanks to the movement mechanics, any expert parkour player will be able to move across all maps in between 10 to 20 seconds. So if you kill one of these, their chances are they will be at your spot to kill you is pretty damn high. So move around a little, get off the ground. If you stay off the ground, play this like any other shooter, you'll probably get killed a lot. So I would definitely advise to learn some basic parkour, learn how to wall run, learn how to gain speed by running double jump, etc. And you'll be fine. Now, Gen 1 is going to be for most people basically just experimenting with different weapons, test Titan gear, Titan weapons, perks, etc. And that's fine. It's basically what it's for, to learn the game, to get to know everything. But again, what you really should focus on if you want to regen and keep on going is basically getting that parkour up and running, because it will be immensely helpful later on. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Titans and their importance on the battlefield and how to fight them. You should never, ever fight more or less any kind of Titan from the ground. The only one you can, if you keep your distance, is basically either the arc cannon if you're really far away, or the triple threat. Any other Titan, I would say, keep your distance or you will die. Do not do what these guys are doing, which is basically charging me from the ground, out in the open. Try and get yourself high up over the Titan, because it's really rare for most Titan pilots, including myself, to look straight up or pretty high angle up. We're looking at the ground, we're focusing on minions. Minions is really big part of attrition. They're easy to kill, Titans can decimate them real easy, and as such I would advise you to use minion detectors. But basically, so far, some basic advice is keep moving around, don't stay on the ground, use parkour to your advantage. When you're using your Titan, basically use the game as much of an advantage as you can, decimate your enemy, go after grunts, go after specters, and of course go after pilots and other Titans. But basically you want to score as many points as possible while you still have your Titan, and of course take out as many enemy Titans as possible to gain an advantage in the game. Basically, in attrition, I dare say the team that has the most Titans will win, because the simple fact that a pilot in a Titan can't be killed unless you execute him or blow him up, which can only happen after the Titan is doomed. And as such, it would definitely be hard for the other team if there are 6 Titans running around being invincible, and the only thing you really can do to inflict damage is hunted down grunts and specters. That team will definitely win. So if you can get a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 advantage every time you run your Titan, your team is going to be doing pretty decently. But as I said here, at least in attrition, in order to do well, I would definitely advise you to equip the minion detector. The other perk is more or less open, but I usually run with a power cell to get my cloak up fast. Satchel charges is something I really enjoy, because they're so versatile. They're basically like the carbine of well, grenades, mines, etc. Frag grenades are kind of good. They do actually have a decent blast radius now, but even so, I don't find them as good as the satchel charges. Arc grenades and arc mines. Arc mines are a little bit annoying. If you know a tight spot where a lot of players are going to run, dump them to theirs could definitely get you a kill or two. But other than that, they're not really that useful. They could be, of course, used to watch your back if you are insistent on staying in an area, but other than that, I don't really see a purpose for them. Now, the arc grenades is more easier purpose. They have a huge range, they will kill in 2, so they are a little bit more useful, especially since you can use them to take down the Titan shields very easily. It will also distort their vision. But the satchel charge is just too good, because I can kill pilots with it, I can get there more or less exactly where I want after a little bit of training. The charge itself will follow your jump or your direction of movement, so if you or moving forward, you can throw it further. If you're moving backwards, it's most likely potentially blow up in your face. Sideways, you catch my drift. It's basically a lot to do with how you already move. Now, for a little bit of Titan info here, I will say that I do run what that guy ran, auto-ejected nuke. Reason being, in attrition at least, getting executed as a Titan is kind of, at least in my eyes, embarrassing. Not only did you lose your Titan, but you managed to get yourself killed for a total of 9 points to the opposition. That's not good. Instead, you should, and a lot of players are going to hate me for this, you should equip at least until you get better at your Titan, know when to eject, etc. Of course, it won't really help you to eject, or learn to eject per se, but use auto eject and nuke. And the reason for that is really simple. There are a lot of benefits to running this combination. First and foremost, you will not be executed in your Titan. It can still happen, but that is usually if you execute another Titan, get doomed, and then someone is standing ready to execute you as soon as you're done. That's really the only way that I've noticed. But other than that, the auto eject and nuke poses you with a tremendous advantage. First and foremost, the auto eject will cloak you, so unless you fire a weapon, you will stay cloaked until you land on the ground. Secondly, the nuke will force whichever Titan you fought to, well, basically back off if you don't want to get blown up itself. And that is of course a decent advantage because it means you're safe. It will in most cases not be able to shoot you down. But the biggest advantage basically lies in the fact that you can, since the Titan is occupied by getting away, you can basically launch an attack from above on your way down from the eject. Countless times, or many times at least, I've been able to take down a Titan by basically throwing a satchel charge on its head, a couple of satchel charges, a archer missile, jam down its throat on my way down. So basically, you can take out 2 or more Titans with basically running auto eject and then attacking it on the way down. So these are some basic tips. Basically, stay mobile, keep on flying, parkour. Titan combat is really important to succeed. And well, if you focus on that, you should be doing fairly decently. Now, that's it for this first episode. Hopefully, I've been a little bit of help, although most of the things I'm saying have been pretty obvious. I'll see you around next time.